No. Okay, go.
All right, my topic for this paper was designer babies. The existing technology right now that is related to designer babies is in vitro fertilization, IVF, and preimplantation genetic diagnosis, or PGD. With in vitro fertilization, the embryo is outside of the womb and then inserted into the woman's body and hopefully carried to term. With preimplantation genetic diagnosis, the embryos are examined for certain traits, whether it be boy, girl, or late onset diseases, the likelihood that they will have like Down syndrome or other diseases that can start right away. And sometimes the parents don't want their child to have these diseases, which is understandable, and therefore they can pick and choose the embryos that are most likely to completely succeed in life without developing these diseases. The controversy surrounding designer babies, I call it the who and the what. Who will get to decide what gets to be done, how far it goes, and what control parents will have over choosing their children's traits. And that kind of goes into the what as well. In the future, in order for this technology to exist, the current technologies need to get more efficient. And they need to start finding a common ground between the two extremes of no, none of this should exist, and yes, there should be as much as possible. There needs to be a good middle ground. In the future, what will society look like? One of the sources I read, they were saying that one gender will become favored over the other. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, whenever anybody thinks of America, they kind of think of the blonde hair, blue eye, little girl or boy. And I'm thinking in the future, is that what everybody's going to look like? Or will there still be some variation? And in order for that to be discussed and discussed, there needs to be more technology and research done. For the materials and methods, I used the professional journal articles and books, and there were many similarities between each of the articles and the books, but there were also several differences, mostly regarding what can be done and what will be done in the future. There is more research needed to be done. They need to figure out what will happen and when this technology will be available to experiment with. There are no concrete results right now. Everything is hypothetical, where they don't know what's going to happen in the future. Nobody does. It all depends on what happens now and in the future. There needs to be a lot of issues solved, like will the doctors allow the parents to have the say to the extent of hair color, eye color, athletic ability, etc.? Or will it be more of, oh, well, you don't want your child to have this disease, so we're going to tweak this gene to make it so it's less likely that they will have it. And also, if it will have to be done through the methods of IVF and PGD, or will it be able to be done when the embryo is actually inside the woman's body? The similarities that I found in the articles were sex selection, where through PGD they can determine if the embryo is male or female, and through that parents can choose if they want a boy or a girl, which there is some controversy around that. Is one going to become more valued than the other? And that another similarity was IVF and PGD are reliable, and that they've been around for a while and are commonly used in the medical field, and that they don't pose any new threats with this new technology. Also, a lot of the authors believe that the perfection will corrupt society to the extent that everybody's going to want, society is going to create the perfect child, and everybody's going to look the same, be the same. So they think society will then become corrupt. With differences, again, what will be able to be controlled by the doctors, parents, scientists, etc. And a lot of people have different opinions on the controversy, whether it is as big of a deal as others believe, or if it is just something that needs to be overcome. In conclusion, there will always be controversy with almost any medical procedure and technology. There are pros and cons to both sides, and that's something that can't be avoided, but there needs to be more compromise done in order to get to the point where we can be and need to be. It is not available yet, as I have said. They aren't sure when. That is another point of friction between people, whether it'll be available in 10 years, 20 years, etc. Also, personal beliefs. Now, a lot of people have issues with their religion saying, oh, no, if it's tampering with the baby, it should not be done. But some people believe that it's okay. Like, we have this technology, why not use it? Also, personal morals. If you believe that you should be able to use this technology for your benefit or your child's benefit. And in order for that to make it into the debate, more scientists need to start showing what can be done and showing, like, maybe this won't be so bad, it's just where technology is going.
That was great.